Everybody knows the rule. You plug your electric car in at night, you go to sleep, and you wake up to a full battery and cheap miles because electricity is cheaper after dark. Everybody knows this, except in Hawaii, where doing exactly that can cost you literally double. And if you do the thing that feels completely wrong, charging it in the middle of a bright sunny afternoon, you save a small fortune. The entire rule is flipped upside down out there. And the reason why is one of those things that's so backwards, it actually is kind of beautiful once it clicks. Let me explain. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. So first, why do we all believe that night charging is cheaper? Because on the mainland, here in the Midwest especially, it usually is, and for a solid reason. Overnight, everybody sleeps. Nobody's running the dryer. The office towers are dark. The factories are idling. Demand craters. But the big power plants, your coal, your natural gas, your nuclear, those things hate being switched off, so they just hum along all night long whether you need them or not. So after midnight, you've all got this cheap, already running power and almost nobody is using it. Utilities practically beg you to do your laundry and charge your car at 2 in the morning, and they hand you cheap off-peak rates as a reward. Charge at night, save money. On the mainland, it's gospel. Now, hop on a plane, go to Hawaii, and that same gospel gets you robbed. Take Oahu. On the time of use plan, charging in the daytime runs you about 17 cents a kilowatt hour. Charge that exact same car overnight, 34 cents, double. And if you're bold enough to plug in during the early evening, that 34 jumps to 53. Over on the Big Island, it's even steeper, about 20 cents in the daytime, 41 overnight, 62 in the evening. So the precise habit that saves you money in Ohio quietly doubles your bill in Honolulu. Why? Well, thanks for asking. Actually, there are two reasons, and they're both fascinating. Reason number one, Hawaii doesn't run on cheap coal or nuclear like most of the country. Hawaii runs on oil, actual petroleum loaded onto tankers, shipped thousands of miles across the open Pacific, and then set on fire to make electricity, which is exactly as expensive as it sounds. It's why Hawaii has, by a country mile, the highest electricity prices in America. The average is sitting somewhere around 46 cents a kilowatt hour, while big chunks of the mainland are paying 12, 13. So at night, when the mainland is coasting on cheap background power, Hawaii is out there burning imported oil just to keep the lights on. There is no cheap 3 a.m. power. The cheap plant simply doesn't exist. Reason number two, and this is the good one, Hawaii is absolutely drowning in rooftop solar. It's got one of the highest solar adoption rates in the entire country. Panels on roofs as far as the eye can see, and here's what it does. Right in the middle of a sunny day, all those rooftops dump a massive flood of nearly free electricity onto the grid, all at once, more than the islands can even use. So the single cheapest hour of electricity in the whole day in Hawaii is not in the middle of the night, it's at high noon. A big fat glut of free sunshine. It's totally fetch. Now, put those two things together and you've got this gorgeous, ridiculous shape the grid nerds call the duck curve. And yes, that's actually named after a duck because the graph genuinely looks like one. I did not name it. Some engineer staring at a chart after watching Daffy Duck said, hey, that's a duck, and here we are. So here's the duck. In the middle of the day, solar is pumping, so the amount of power the grid actually has to generate drops way, way down. That's the duck's big fat belly. And that belly is cheap. But then the sun starts sinking late in the afternoon, and at that exact time, everyone's rolling home from work, cranking on the AC, cooking dinner. The whole island is collectively opening their fridge and looking for a Coors Banquet. Solar's fading right as demand is spiking. That's the duck's steep neck, a brutal ramp where the grid has to slam on every expensive oil-burning plant it owns, fast, just to catch up. The evening ramp, roughly 5 to 9 p.m., is the most expensive electricity of the entire day. Charging your EV right then is like buying a bottle of water at an airport. Technically, it's water. Spiritually, you're just being mugged. So, Hawaiian Electric did the logical thing and flipped the whole script on purpose. Their time of use rates make the sunny midday hours the cheapest, the evening peak the most expensive, and overnight sits somewhere in the middle. They actively want you charging your car at lunchtime, soaking up that solar belly and staying off the grid during the neck. The utility is basically standing there quietly begging, please, for the love of God, charge your EV at noon. There's even a bonus wrinkle for the solar crowd. Hawaii wound down the old net metering deal. the one where you got full retail credit for the extra power your panels shipped back to the grid, because midday there's already too much solar sloshing around out there. So now the smart move is solar panels plus a home battery pack. You catch that cheap, abundant midday sun, stuff it into a power wall, and then run your whole house off the battery in the evening instead of paying that ugly peak rate. You basically become your own little duck. And here's the part that makes this more than a fun island oddity. This is where a lot of the country is quietly heading. As more and more solar comes online everywhere, that midday glut stops being a Hawaii-only thing. California already has it. Other states are getting there. Researchers out of UC Merced actually put out work arguing that daytime charging, not overnight, is becoming the smarter, cheaper default as the grid gets greener. Hawaii isn't weird. Hawaii is just early. It's an island. You can't borrow cheap power from the next state over at 3 a.m., so it had to stare down the future about a decade before the rest of us. Would you actually arrange your day to plug in at noon if it saved you half? Because that's a muscle a lot of us are going to have to build up, and old habits die hard. But here's the real takeaway. The rock-solid rule that got welded into your brain, charge your electronics at night, it's always cheaper, isn't a law of physics. It's a habit built on top of one specific kind of power grid. Change the grid, and the rule flips. In Hawaii, the cheap power falls out of the sky at lunchtime, and the expensive stuff comes off a boat. So plug in when the sun's high and let the oil tanker sit. Peter Von Panda, out.